Welcome to Conversations in FE, our quickfire rundown on what's happening in Jisc and across FE and skills more generally.
I'm Hazel Bone, Deputy Director for Relationship Management for the South.
And I'm Ellie Tucker, Senior Relationship Manager for the North. Thanks for joining us again.
We'll be bringing you a short roundup of the things we think are most useful to you right now, what's new across Jisc, what's happening in the sector, and insights and ideas that can help you get the most out of your membership.
We will also be sharing a few stories from members, what they're up to, and what's been working for them.
And if you have any thoughts, feedback, or want to get involved, just reply to the FE update. Your message will go straight to your relationship manager.
So let's get started with this month's Conversations in FE. Today, we're talking about smart glasses. Are they just another gadget, or could they actually transform education and make it more inclusive?
Yes, and when we say smart glasses, we're talking about everything from assistive tech for blind or low vision users to the more mainstream commercial versions.
And they're not exactly new, but they are becoming more affordable, more powerful, and a lot more mainstream. Big investment from companies like Meta are really pushing things forward.
Exactly. And the potential in education is pretty exciting. They're hands free, they extend what your smartphone can do, and they could really change how students interact with both their environment and each other.
Especially for accessibility. For some learners, smart glasses could be genuinely game changing.
But, and it's a big but, there are some real concerns. Privacy is a major one. Some of these devices can record video or audio without it being obvious.
This raises questions about consent, especially in classrooms. There's also a concern about AI features, like assistants giving incorrect information, or tools reusing recorded content in ways that people didn't expect.
And let's not forget data. Some providers may use recorded content to train AI models, which could include sensitive or copyrighted material.
So, what can our institutions do? The good news is a lot of this isn't entirely new. Universities and colleges already deal with similar risks.
Yes, things like clear, acceptable use policies are key, making sure students and staff understand what's appropriate, what's not, and what the consequences are.
And data protection is huge. If smart glasses are being used institutionally, then all the usual data protection rules apply: transparency, fairness, and clear responsibility.
There's also digital safety. People need to know how to spot risks, protect information, and use these tools responsibly.
Plus, intellectual property. Students often access licensed materials and recording or reusing that content with smart glasses adds another layer of complexity.
So it's really about balance. There are risks, but with the right safeguards, policies, and awareness, those risks can be managed.
And that means we don't have to miss out on the benefits, especially when it comes to inclusion and assistive technology.
So the big question is, are smart glasses the future of education or just another bit of tech hype?
We'd love to know what you think. We've had lots of conversations with members around this, so we'd like to know more. Are you excited or are you cautious?
And don't forget to sign up for the next Jisc XR community event that's being held on the 7th of July in Milton Keynes.
Oh, are you going along to that, Hazel?
I don't know. Possibly. If there's space and if they'll have me.
Right then, so let's run through some of the big themes in AI and education from earlier this month. There's been a lot happening.
Definitely. One of the standout ideas is that AI literacy on its own just isn't enough anymore.
Organisations are being encouraged to go further and actually teach AI within each discipline. So, not just how to use it, but what good looks like in different subjects.
Exactly. Things like evidence, judgment, and risk are different in, say, engineering versus history. It's about building real expertise, not just tool fluency.
And this is very timely given where we are in the academic year. Assessment is another big area. There are growing concerns about AI glasses. Some can basically read exam questions and display answers invisibly.
Which raises serious questions about how we can keep assessments fair without resorting to really intrusive surveillance.
And that links to what regulators like Ofqual are saying. So it's less about banning AI and it's more about designing systems that are fair, valid, and trustworthy from the start.
Yes, and really thinking about where human judgment sits rather than just saying a human signed it off.
On the security side, things are ramping up too. So, new AI modules are now powerful enough to identify software vulnerabilities and potentially exploit them.
But there's a flip side. Those same tools are being used to find and fix long standing security flaws, which could actually strengthen cyber defense.
There's also an interesting shift in how people feel about AI, especially from students.
Yes, Gen Z enthusiasm seems to be dropping, with more concern and even frustration. And at the same time, organisations are often restricting AI use.
I think that's really worrying. So, those that are in early career roles, the roles where you build your experience, those are most at risk from automation.
And finally, on the tech side, tools are evolving quickly. We're seeing more agentic AI, like Copilot in Word and Excel, that can actually take actions, not just give suggestions.
So, it's moving from assistant to collaborator. And that's a really big shift.
Overall, it feels like the conversation is maturing. It's less about should we use AI and more about how do we use it well.
Exactly. And how do we design education to keep up? And thinking about design, there's also a new Jisc sector survey out that could shape the future of digital content in further education.
Yes, it's from Jisc and it's all about improving things like ebooks, affordability, and access for staff and students.
It also looks at how people are actually using content day to day, things like workload, teaching needs, and even digital and AI tools.
And the feedback will directly influence what the next version of the service looks like.
You'll be pleased to know it only takes about 10 to 15 minutes to complete.
So it's definitely worth sharing with colleagues, especially those involved in teaching or curriculum design. Once again, thanks for joining us. If you'd like to share your own innovative practice, please let us know. We would love to hear from you. We will see you next time. It's a goodbye from me.
It's a goodbye from her.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.